Hello and welcome to today's video. I'd like to thank Solbio for actually supporting this channel. And Solbio is a completely natural toilet fluid. It can be also used in the waste tank. It's environmentally friendly as it's made from completely natural ingredients. So if you'd like to know more about this product, there'll be more at the end of the current video, and there will be links below. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the Carthago showroom in Aulendorf, Germany. This is a Carthago Chic C-Line integrated 5.0 QB. It's a rather elegant motorhome, but it's also an elegant motorhome that comes at quite a price. A price that I can't show you in this Ford. I can only show you the base price, which is 107,400. It's an empty width 3,150, 748 centimeters long, 227 in width, 289. Even on a 4,250 basis, it gives you over a ton of payload. As you put the 4.5 tons, then it's got an absolute stack. So you can carry 170 litres of fresh water. If you're in one of these people who likes to carry dirty water around with you, you can get 140 litres in the tank. That ought to keep you going for some time, I would have thought. Now it's got a QB designation, which means it has got a queen bed. So there's your queen bed. It comes with stored wardrobes on either side, and at above it's got storage above and at either side, some rather daft shelves which don't do anything for anybody. On either side of the bed we've got a little cubby hole to the left and to the right, and above the cubby hole on the right we have got a USB. And that's what the bed actually looks like. Under the bed we've also got some storage. We've got some proper drawers here. There you are, it's a proper drawer. And open this one up as well. There you see another proper door, two proper drawers. And we've also got storage down there. And notice they've used the double floor. I don't know what that would well, why not? Why not use the double floor at the full depth? Good idea, that's what I say. And this one here doesn't open. Oh, this has got something secret in there, so I'm not going to force it. And here's the double floor. I'll show you what you put in the double floor as well. You can put some water tanks in. There you go. So there's those big water tanks I mentioned earlier. Now, one feature is a shower, which you would need all that water. You can use it here, and it's got a skylight at the top, and this duct board, that was me not having closed the double floor correctly, and the duct board helps you in negotiating your way around the double bed. Right, so over there we've got a television, and the television will come out in this manner. Pull this down. Ooh, no, it's not, it's blocked. There's a problem with it, and the problem's there. This should open like this and swing across. Unfortunately, we've got something here which is stopping it. Anyway, so when that gets fixed, this would swing across. You can see they've got the guidelines down there. You've got the rails above, and it'll come across and block off this completely. So in thus doing, you get a lot of privacy. Unfortunately, that one is not working. So, and I can see where the problem is. Alright, so you also get more privacy by closing this off like that. And if you're really fussy, so there's the toilet. So it gives you a lot of, I can't stand toilet seats up. It really gets my goat, that does. And don't know why, it just does. There's the mirror, the storage behind, molded sink, and what we've got here is this. This opens, right, joined with that by the magnet, and that goes there in that nature. And you can open this if you want as well. What would you want to open that for? Well, that would give you access to the door handle, that's why. And you can lock it as well. Right, now here we've got a kitchen with a large sink, 3 burners, storage below, and this is quite clever. I open that, and we've got all of this storage down here. Here we've got our wine cellar, and there's only 4 bottles in there, and the beer cellar is, I'll show you the beer cellar a bit later. 3 burners, sink, I have to mention that, sorry. Got the shelves up here, and they've got this rather elegant shelving all the way round. Nicer, but also got these daft corner bits in, which I can't stand at all. There's your oven, there's your freezer, and there's your fridge. But let's come over to the coffee solution. This coffee maker will go up and down. We've got this thing here which comes out, sorry, that used a little bit of force, and keep your glasses there, and behind that is the coffee maker. They've also got a thing here, and I haven't worked out what this is used for yet, but I'm sure it's used for something. This is, and I think the point of having this here, so when you do your food you can place it up there or up there. I think that's the point, or maybe you're supposed to do chopping here. I don't know, that seems logical to me. Right, big lounge. And here we have the Fiat Ducato. Reversing camera. There'll also be a reversing camera there. In the 8th generation Fiat, this is a 7th generation Fiat. The 8th generation Fiat is being rolled out now, as I understand it. Automatic gearbox. You've got these big bus mirrors, and it sort of tapers a little bit to the front, sort of tapers around. That might make it a little bit easier for those like me who have a certain amount of fear or trepidation when driving an integrated motorhome. And I'm not so certain about these brown elements up here. That's just my opinion, but the black, I think, looks nice. Well, most of it isn't black, isn't it? I can't think of anybody who doesn't do it black. And that comes around on the sideboard here, in which we've also got some storage. You can stick stuff down there whilst you're travelling. I'm now going to come over to the door and close the door. So, because somebody complained I don't do walkthroughs with doors. It isn't necessarily me, but everybody, I think, who does this type of thing. Now, I think this is incredibly attractive. I do think that door over there is over-engineered. Oh, and next to the fridge, we've also got a pull-out pantry. But it's, you know, look at all this light as well. So you've got plenty of light coming in. Supremely comfortable in these chairs. You can see me in the chair there. These chairs are absolutely great. Yeah, I'll even turn it the other way around. There we go. Absolutely supremely comfortable. Super chairs. I've got them for my own van. So I think the point of this chair here is probably somewhere to put your legs on, your feet up, and you can admire the van from this, my favorite position. And I've got a couple of these very same chairs for my own van. There we have a look out the window, and we can admire how attractive the vehicle is. Work of art, in my opinion. That's what I consider it to be, a work of art. Now, what about the beer storage? Well, we have something down here, and this lifts up like this, and there's your beer storage compartment. So here we have the pull-out pantry. You can store beer in there as well, ideally suited for cans. And if that's not enough, then we can go down here as well. There you go. So that ought to be enough beer for, I don't know, maybe 12 hours, something like that. attractive motorhome. They're also in the Carthago is in the process of introducing new doors, security doors, and RFID opening with the light goes on before you get to the van, and it goes off a while after you've left the van. So coming back, welcome back, well, good riddance sort of lighting system, and central locking as well. In the moment you've got central locking between this and the driver's door. In some of the really expensive vans, you've got central locking on all the outer flaps at the same time. It's not 1734, by the way. Well, it will be somewhere perhaps. It's about 1134 now, if that. And now open this up here and get out. And I admire myself in the mirror before I leave. Right, one thing, they've all got this compartment like that. I've got this in my mind that might be a bit low. Don't know. Right, now in the garage it can take 350 kilos of weight, or 300 I think it is. It also comes with this nice looking Carthago sign, and we've got the electrics are up there, and this will open quite easily via that. Storage. Here we have a wonderful view of the double floor little facilities down there. Good, eh? So that's the Carthago Chic C-Line I 5.0 QB here in Aulendorf, Germany. I hope you found that of interest, and thanks so much for watching. You can see all the vans that they've got here on other videos on this site. This is the first time ever that I have accepted any support for promoting a product on YouTube. Now, I've been on YouTube now for 15 years, and I've been doing the van life stuff for a number of years as well. The reason I haven't accepted support in the past is because I felt it had to be something which I really agreed with, and a product I knew. So I had to feel 100% about recommending it to others. This is Solbio, and this is a toilet additive. Now, what's the point of a toilet additive? Well, when you use the toilet, then it goes into a cassette, and you have to dump the cassette somewhere. Now, if you just urinate into it, then there should be no problem. But if you put any solids into it, then it makes it a bit more difficult. Now, one thing you can do is if you have constant diarrhea, then you may not need a toilet additive, because you should be able to dump it without any problems. For those of you who don't suffer from this problem, then one thing you might want to consider doing, in fact, one thing you're going to have to consider doing, is using a toilet additive. Now, there's two types. There's the blue stuff, which is manufactured by a number of companies, and it works pretty well. No problems there whatsoever with the way it works. Oh, there's the green stuff, which is ecologically based. Now, up until now, the green stuff didn't work as well as the blue stuff. But I think with Solbio, we're now seeing a comparative working rate. It works just as well. So it's ecological. What it's got inside, are natural soaps, it's got natural citric acid, it's got essential oils and plant extracts, and that breaks down whatever it is that you're throwing into the toilet, or releasing into the toilet I should say. And when you come to a dump station, you can just tip up your cassette and it all flows in nicely. Now you may say, well, I have constant diarrhea and so therefore I don't need something like that. Well, that may be the case, but one thing that this has got, it's got a rather pleasant fragrance to it as well. Now I personally like the fragrance of the blue stuff, but I know I'm in a small minority on that one. One thing I noticed when I've been doing tests of really small vehicles, such as 5.5 meter ones above all, so as soon as you open the door, you have this fragrance, let's say, of the blue stuff sort of hits you. Now, with this one here, Solbio, it's got a more natural sort of smell. It's a bit like eucalyptus. I'm trying to find a good way of actually describing it, and the best thing I could think of, it's got these cough drops or these eucalyptus like sweets, and it's got this type of fragrance within the toilet anyway. And if you're in a small van, I bet it could fill up the small van. I haven't really noticed it sort of when I'm sitting here in this position, for example, but maybe I'm not using enough of it to actually notice. Next thing is it safe to use? Well, the thing with the blue stuff is there are good reasons to suggest that it may not be completely safe to use. I mean, it does break things down in a chemical manner. I mean, I'm not going to suggest it's dangerous or anything like that, but I don't think it is particularly good for the environment. If it comes into contact with plants or things of this nature, I mean, there's warnings that, I mean, if you get it in a fish tank or something like, I don't know why you want to put it in a fish tank, but if you put it in a fish tank, then the fish will die. So this, as it comes from natural things, you assume that it's okay. Now the blue stuff as well, I've noticed I always get it on my hands. And not only that, I mean, obviously I sort of miss the toilet as well. Sorry, I get it into the toilet bowl. I don't miss the toilet, I miss the sort of the hole where you open up for the toilet. And it sort of stains, and it takes a few flushes for it to actually go down. I don't know if that's bad or not, but it's with this stuff, it's almost translucent. Not quite, but almost. As is when you dump it out, which seems a bit odd the first time. You think, hang on just a minute, I'm sure I didn't just urinate in there. But that's the way it is. The manufacturers say it doesn't cause skin irritation. I have never experienced skin irritation from the blue stuff, but I have heard of people having this problem. And let's have another look at it, because here it comes in two. One's for marine use and the other's for motorhome use. Now it could be that mariners use the toilet or they eat something a bit more dodgy, or I don't know, but it's different. This contains 40 doses, and it's dosed via this thing down here, this little tap. Now I know there are people who are suspect of these taps. Now I previously worked in the packaging industry, and indeed I used to give talks being an expert. I don't think I was much of an expert, but I do know a little bit about it. This technology is perfectly safe, I think, to use. It's not, I mean, it's often used in bag-in-the-box applications, and so you get wine or something, the wine's in a box, and it got this tap that sticks out, and you use it. In the company I used to work, where we produced blueberry juice, we used this technology, and I've never known the taps to go wrong in my direct experience. But when they first came out, I agree there was problems with them. I've heard of people saying they put something in the fridge or they you know, in the van and something hit here. In theory, you're supposed to knock both ends down at this. Oh, sorry, pull them both up and press down at the same time to get it to work. So I mean, I do accept that these things can go wrong. Just as I mean, if you don't close a bottle properly, everything will go out. But I make that part. Other than that, the bag may seem a little unsturdy because of the way it is. But I can tell it's made from recycled. It's green plastic. It's I think it's quite safe. So there's some observations on this, and as far as I'm concerned, I really do think it is a good solution for you. Now, it costs roughly the same as the blue stuff. There isn't much difference. Now, I do appreciate that if there was a price difference, that might be a problem. Although, I think if you're into motorhomes, then you probably like living in harmony with nature, which is what I'm in it for, really. I think it's the call of nature, this contact with nature and all the rest of it. So I think that protecting nature is something that I would want to do. Whether or not I'm prepared to pay a premium, yes, maybe I'm prepared to pay a little bit of a premium for it, but in all honesty, between this one and the blue stuff, there's hardly any difference. Right, so if you find that of interest, there will be a link below. It's not an affiliate link, it just tells you where to get the stuff from. I'm not on any affiliate programs at all, deliberately, so nobody can accuse me of trying to promote something to get the affiliate link. But I do absolutely believe in this product. So, thanks very much for watching. I am currently at a place called Alexa Camping, or Camping Alexa, in northern Poland. And you may have heard some of the noises on the outside from the campsite. But I shall tell you more about that in another video. So, there you go. This is about Solbio. Thanks for watching.